It's over. It's finally over. Kevdog, I'm sorry I couldn't help you in the battle before. I'll never forgive you. What the balls? Stupid health beep. Oh my god. And Link gets hit by fire in the cutscene and dies. That is a legitimate thing that could actually happen. Oh my god. Holy crap. How did you just grow tusks like that? You just disobeyed the law of conservation of mass in the universe, even though that law isn't actually valid for temperatures below 100. It's only valid for temperatures below a certain range at which nuclear fusion can happen, but there's actually a change in mass in the universe based on nuclear fusion. This time we fight together! The music in this is so goddamn epic. Like, I have chills right now, and let's be a complete cheap ass and have the big Goron sword and Nehru's love and just like fuck this fight up. Like, this is seriously like the cheapest thing you can do in this fight. Now, what you're supposed to do, oh yeah, I forgot, I actually have to equip the sword again, because for some reason it unequips it in the cutscene, but whatever. Yeah, you're supposed to hit this guy in the tail. In all honesty, a lot of people think this is like one of the easiest bosses in the game. I disagree. I think it's really hard. But you know what? Even if the boss fight is hard, or like, if you feel like it's unfair, that music, like, this song is what absolutely like makes this game for me, because it's so epic. Like, I don't even want to talk because it's like, it kicks so much ass. Like, it's amazing. Now, you're not supposed to actually have the big Goron sword in this fight. I think it was a programming glitch that you could actually use it here. But you can use this, you can use the hook shot, you can use the light arrows. I think the light arrows do like... What the fuck? I had Nehru's love on! Wow! Jesus Christ, I'm so bad in this episode. Wow! I died to a mummy and then I died again and... Okay, I'll meet you back here. Okay, I'm back. I actually tried using the light arrows on this guy while I'm using Nehru's love, and it doesn't let you. So that's probably noteworthy. If you're trying to do this fight, like, legitimately, like I'm not trying to do, I'm being a cheap ass here. But, you know what, they wouldn't put these items in the game if they didn't intend for you to use them at all, so I figure it's fair. Even though it's a 3-heart run, it's supposed to be like a challenge or something like that, but I don't know. I'm lazy, I guess. I'm too lazy to go and do this properly and not be a cheap asshole. I'm gonna back up because my Nehru's love is about to run out. There we go. Now, I'm pretty sure the light arrows do like 4 times as much damage as the big Goron sword's regular attack. Not entirely sure about that, but it is distinctly possible. But yeah, even if they do like the same amount of damage, the big Goron sword is probably your best choice for this. Now, there comes a point in this fight where he becomes a lot more difficult to attack, and that's like basically when you get the Master Sword back. And like there's a point in this fight where you need light arrows, I think. I'm not entirely sure if you actually do need them at any given point, but I don't know, it makes it easier, most definitely. But yeah, as I was saying, music in this boss fight is just so freaking epic, it's ridiculous. Kevdog, the Master Sword is here, hurry up! You can do it! Go and get the Master Sword. Zelda, why are you literally just standing there and, like, being concerned? This is just sort of awkward. I'm also pretty sure that the Master Sword does more damage than the big Goron sword in this fight, so keep that in mind, too. I'm not entirely sure, but this, like, I know you cannot kill him with the big Goron sword, so, oh yeah, I forgot, you're actually supposed to hit him with light arrows, so I kind of screwed up there. Like, this point, you're supposed to shoot him with a light arrow and then it'll be basically done. And I am out of magic. Crap. Okay, well, if you lure him over to one of these pillars or something like that, and you get him to hit it, like, there you go. There's fairies in this. Holy fairies, Batman. Wow. I probably should stock up, but I'm too lazy to get out my bottles. But yeah, magic in this one, there's like enough to fill you up all the way, which is good. Very, very good. And yeah, I would highly recommend going for that. I'm basically just waiting for Nehru's Love to run out so that I can use light arrows, which is kind of annoying, but I mean, it gives more time to listen to the epic music in this boss fight. There we go. It's running out now. So basically just repeatedly run away, and then hopefully it won't take too long after that. Now you just go underneath him and hit his tail, and then rinse and repeat. This part of the boss fight is what I find to be the most risky, because, I don't know, apparently you can't walk between his legs or something like that. But yeah, this part is really risky because, like, when you go and attack his tail, like, there's a distinct possibility that he will come back and counterattack and slash you and kill you in one shot. That's the thing about this boss fight, is this guy does 4 hearts of damage without the double damage, with double defense, so, I mean, it makes it a lot more difficult without the double defense, especially if you're doing a 3-heart run like I am, which, I don't know why anybody would do a 3-heart run, like, just because. It's... Actually, you know, I know why. Because, like, a lot of the 3D Zelda games are relatively easy. I don't know why anybody would do a 3-heart run of, like, Link to the Past or like, the original Zelda. He's weak. Finish him off. Use the boost to get through. Random Star Fox 64 quote right at the end. I'm using my power to hold the evil king. You use your sword and deliver the final blow. Well, your power ran out really quickly. You're supposed to be the leader of the sages, and I'm, like, infinitely more powerful than you, and you have the Triforce of Wisdom. Like, what the hell? Die, you fuck! He flails his epic dreads around. 6 sages now! You're not the boss of me. Ancient creators of Hyrule. Now, open the sealed door and send the evil incarnation of darkness into the void of the evil realm. So basically just kill everyone in the evil realm, because he's gonna, like, kill everyone in the evil realm. And you're sending him there? How did a 10-year-old girl get to be one of the sages? Like, how did this even happen? I feel so bad for Saria. Because it's all these adults, and then Saria just loses her childhood. I mean, she has eternal childhood, so... I mean, whatever, but at the same time, it kind of sucks for her, you know? She's just a kid, and she's got this huge burden on her that she's got to be the sage.
You! Curse you, Zelda! Curse you, sages! Curse you, Cav-Dog! Someday, when the seal is broken, that is when I will exterminate your descendants. Especially the ones in Link to the Past. Because I think that's the next game in the timeline.
Actually, the timeline splits here, so never mind.
As long as the Triforce of Power is in my hand.
Thank you, Cav-Dog. Because of you, I was able to bring us to heaven. But for some reason, it's blue below us, and, like, we're over the ocean or something. And thus peace will once again reign in this world for a time. All the tragedy that has befallen Hyrule was my doing. I was so young, I could not comprehend the consequences of trying to control the sacred realm. I dragged you into it too. Now is the time for me to make up for my mistakes. You must lay the Master Sword to rest and close the door of time. However, by doing this, the road between times will be closed. Kevdog, give the Ocarina to me. As a sage, I can return you to your original time with it. Yeah, okay, that makes sense. Totally, that definitely makes sense. Sure. Oh, she's so sad. She wants the D so badly. When peace returns to Hyrule, it will be a time for us to say goodbye. Yeah, she really wants the D. Now, go home, Kevdog. Regain your lost time. Home, where you're supposed to be. The way you were supposed to be. Thank you, Kevdog. Goodbye. And that's Ocarina of Time, everybody. Wow. So I can't believe this LP is actually over already. This is like, what, 19 parts? That was actually really short. A lot shorter than I thought it would be, because, well, actually, that's not true, but it's a lot shorter than a lot of LPs of Ocarina of Time, probably because I only got 3 hearts, but yeah, I really enjoyed doing this game. I thought it turned out pretty well. I don't know if anybody else thought the same thing. Sorry for completely sucking in this video and dying like 19 times, or however many times I actually died. And yeah, I was actually really happy that I did this. I'm not happy about the timing at which I did this. I kind of did this at a bad time. Probably should have waited to do it, because like I did it like right as Hunter was finishing his LP. So like I'm pretty sure everybody who subscribed to him and me was just sort of like, they saw me doing Ocarina of Time and they're just like, oh, not another Ocarina of Time LP. I really just don't want to watch this. And you know what, it is different, it's like a different person's take on the game, but at the same time, I understand if you did not watch this because you just saw him do this LP. Like, I completely understand. But however, I had a really good time doing this LP, and, you know, this is one of the few credit sequences that actually gets me a little bit choked up, and when it gets to that point, I mean, I'll mention something, but, yeah, it's actually pretty sad when you really think about it. But I love the music that plays here, and it shows like all the changes that have happened in Hyrule because of what you've done. There's a new Deku Sprout, and Zora's Domain is unfrozen, finally. If you actually go back there after you beat the Water Temple, it's still frozen, and it doesn't unthaw until after you beat the game. I think that's just because it was so cold that like the ice took that long to melt. Because I mean, ice has a pretty high heat capacity. It's like something along the lines of like 2,000 kilojoules per 2,000 kilojoules per mole or something like that. It's like, no, it's like 2,000 joules per mole or something. I don't remember. But yeah, there's the horse. I actually tried calling the horse at one point, like when I was cutting away to go and get arrows in the last video, and I heard the horse like galloping, and I couldn't find it anywhere. It was weird. It was like it was at like the bottom of the moat at Hyrule or something. I don't know. But this is really cool. Like, this is a really cool credit sequence because they did a lot of things here. And I don't know, it feels a little ROM hacky at the same time. Like, I know Master Quest, people say that that's basically like as close to Nintendo has ever gotten to making a ROM hack. Wow. Talon and Ingo are like drunk That's really awkward. And there's some thief dude. I don't remember him being in this game ever. I know he's pretty predominant in Majora's Mask, but at the same time, it's like I don't remember him in this game at all. But that's all side stuff in Majora's Mask, and basically shows every character gathering at this ranch, and it's kind of cool. You see Malon all grown up, and all the workers are singing. I don't know, it's really cool, but they had so many character designs in this, like so many unique characters. Is that Big Goron right there? He doesn't look as big in... Oh no, that's Big Goron, never mind. Because I was gonna say, he doesn't look nearly as big in this scene as he does normally, but no, he's pretty goddamn big. I don't even know how he got that big. Oh, this is the part that's really sad. Because you see Mido and King Zora sitting there. Like he misses Saria, and King Zora obviously misses, what's-her-face, Rudo. And they just sort of, they sit there and they're like to get alone, but they're together at the same time. It's like, it's really sad when you think about it, because it's like your best friend has gone away. And then you see them like fly through the sky, and like they've gone away and they've done something like amazing. They've helped save the world. And then, like, what have you done other than block somebody from saving the world for like 10 minutes? But that's so cool. Like, I always imagined that Saria, well, is her name Saria? I don't remember. Her and Darunia, I imagined her being friends, and like, Impa's sort of the outcast of the group. Rudo and Nabooru are friends, like, and then Rauru is just sort of like off somewhere. Who cares? He's just a freaking owl, man. Like, nobody cares about Rauru. And yeah, that's Ocarina of Time, basically, in a nutshell. So as we lay the Master Sword down in a plot that doesn't really make any sense. Yeah. See, I don't get this. He's sealed away for 7 years, and then he comes back, and, like, it goes to the same future because he beat Ganondorf. Obviously, like, it obviously goes to the same future. And this is the timeline where he beats Ganondorf. But it's like, apparently it branches into two different things. And like, in this one where he turns into a child again. Oh, it's so confusing. Like, he turns into a child and like Ganondorf just never tries to take over the world, or what? Because he goes off to Termina in this one, in this timeline. But in the one where he stays an adult, then it turns into, I think that one turns into, like, Spirit Tracks eventually. No, wait, that's the Wind Waker timeline. I don't know. It's so confusing. I don't remember the timelines at all. But that clock ticking and the Master Sword, that's such an epic shot. And it's sort of like a prelude to the next game, because you hear, like, the giant clock just, like, boom, 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 boom. I don't know if it's a clock or a bell, but whatever. And we're back to see Zelda one more time. See an old friend and tell her that we actually saved the world, while she was like standing there staring in the window. That'd be so awkward, just sort of like you walk up to somebody and it's like, oh, by the way, I saved the world already. And they sort of sit there and stare at each other, and then that is The Legend of Zelda: Ocarina of Time. The end. I guess that's sort of implied at this point. And this screen will stay on forever. You cannot get off of the screen no matter how hard you try, I'm pretty sure. Unless you, like, reset your GameCube or N64, but still. Anyways, that is Ocarina of Time. I don't think there's going to be any bonus episodes for this one because it was just a 3-heart run, but I hope you guys enjoyed it. I had a good time doing it. And next up is Earthbound, which should probably go up in the next couple days. So yeah, thank you very much for joining me on this LP, as I mentioned in the first part. And yeah, I will see you guys in the next one. Goodbye, and have a wonderful tomorrow.